Alrighty, good morning everybody, 01 of 1 back again, and we just finished, well, I added this little thing here, right? So we took all of the pressure atmosphere that was in our little building over here, so in that one, and then we sucked it all into this tank over here, and then we took this tank and we put it all the way over here, so that way you could get stored into all of the stuff. And then what I want to do is I want to take this tank and then put it over here, next to another tank connector thing, and then we'll fill the whole thing up with nitrogen, and then take all of that and put it into the room. So, gotta get that done. I have to drink something, have to recharge. But yeah, should be fun. Recharge first, because that's the easiest. And also, I have a feeling, because I've been looking at this little display thing for a while, that battery could probably be replaced. Alright, good to go. Alright, and then right, water. And then food. Good. Good to go. Alright. Easy enough. Alright, so I need to make another tank connector. So I will go ahead and do that as soon as the door opens. Thank you. Alright. Let's see. Tank connector. This thing. Here we go. I could make an insulated one, right? I don't know if it really makes any kind of a difference. What's the difference? Just needs steel? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we'll just make that up real quick. Alright, and then I think I have enough nitrogen in there to fill this thing up all the way. So, and as long as I'm in here, I might as well take this thing out. First things first, let's disconnect it. Wonderful. Alright, and then we'll, there we go. Kind of pull it out of all of this, throw it over here for now. Close this door back up. There we go. Then we will just pull it in here with us. There we go, nice and easy. Alright, good to go. And then we have to get this thing in here. Uh-oh, that could be a problem. Wait, hold on, I have an idea. Put it there, and then we'll hop over behind it. No idea if this is going to work or not. And then we'll pull it. Yep, that works. Perfect. Alright. And then we'll do that, drop it down. Alright, now we need to place this thing down. Let's see, that's got to go that way. It's basically the same exact thing, just, oops. Did I want to do that? Probably not. Okay, so that gets dropped onto there. Perfect. Then that just gets connected. Good to go. All right. Then we'll fill that up. Of course, it's going to fill this thing up too, so that'll work. And I don't know how much this thing can handle, so let me tank. Kit tank insulated. No, that's not the right one. I need the portable gas tank Mark II. There we go. Okay. Max pressure is 20,000. Okay, good. So I could actually bump this up quite a bit. Unfortunately, this cannot handle that. So I'd have to take that out. And you know what? We're going to put it here for now. You can go right there. And it's going to fall. Okay, that's fine. All right, so if that's the case, then we can bring this up to 17,500. There we go. All right. And that's probably going to take a little while to fill up all the way. Oh, and the Mark II tanks have this like gauge here, kind of like the Mark II portable tanks. I just had a thought of something. If this is primed with 17,500 kPa, or whatever, 17.5 megapascals, right? And I put a container in there, like a base container, is that going to explode? Or is there enough volume in the container to not explode? I don't know. But it looks like that's going to take a while to fill up all the way. Kind of sucks. But that's fine. How much nitrogen do we have in here? 5 megapascals. So yeah, we have enough nitrogen, so I'm not really worried about that. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll just let that kind of chill in there for a while. Why is it's just moving up so slowly? Oh, wait. This is pressure regulator. So this can only equal the pressure that's in here because it's not a volume pump. Okay, so I need a pump then too. That's going to be awkward. Okay. Well, let's make a volume pump. Wait, no, I already have one. Duh. Sorry. Okay, so if I take out this little piece right here, and I replace this with one of these. Okay, so that will pump it up regardless of what it's currently set at, and I'm gonna need more cable. Do I have more cable? I think I have more cable. Do I have more cable? Actually, I don't know. Maybe I don't. Do I have any cable in there? I do. Okay. I wasn't sure if I did or not. There we go. That can go there. How are you doing? You can turn off. All of you are turned off. Good. All right. So let's get this thing on there. Okay. So now with this thing on here, we should be able to pump this up farther. Yep, there we go. Now, this will pump until this thing explodes, so I have to stand here and basically kind of watch this. But, yeah. So if the way regulators work is it works on the difference of pressures, it doesn't increase, it doesn't, okay, so let's say you have a tank that's at 5 megapascals and you have another tank that's at 10, right? If you try to put a regulator to force gas from the 5 megapascal into the 10, with a normal regulator like this, is not going to work because this can only push with the force of the megapascals behind it, or the pressure behind it. Now, if you had a back regulator, that would operate slightly differently, but that still isn't going to do anything, right? Now, if you were to take that regulator, flip it around, and go from the 10 megapascal tank into the 5 megapascal tank, then it'll push, right? Because that 10 megapascals will drop down and equalize as the 5 megapascals goes up, and then depending on how you have it set, they will equal at some point or another, right? If you want to take that 5 megapascal tank and pump it into a 10 megapascal tank, you need a volume pump. But if you do that, you can't exactly control it unless you go like with a regulator after it. But then this pipe right here could explode if you are not paying attention to it. So for example, like it should be low pressure right now. So it's actually 18.2 megapascals right now, but that's because the volume pump is pushing in more. So like if I were to turn this off real quick. So now this will drop down because it's pulling from this pressure until it equalizes what's in here, right? So now it's 11 point whatever. Wait, is it still pulling? It shouldn't be. Or maybe I could be completely wrong, and this does act as a pump. Just a very, very slow one. Huh. That's interesting. And now if I turn this thing back on and we pump this thing back up, that is very interesting. Okay, so this pump at 5 liters pumps in faster than this thing can take in, right? Because otherwise the pressure on here wouldn't be increasing, right? So if we drop this down, I might be able to figure out exactly how much this is. Okay, so it's in between 4 and 5. That's interesting. Sorry, I have hiccups right now. Okay, so then this does have a pump function. It's just not very fast. Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, that's going up to 19. That's at 13. Okay, so this is still pumping faster than this thing is taking it in. Okay, so what if we were to lower this again? Okay, now the pressure is dropping. Now it's going up again. Okay. This does not operate the way I expected it to operate. Very, very interesting. Okay, so that is still going up faster than this is going up, which means that this thing is still pumping faster than this. So if I drop that down to 2, what do we get? Okay, it's still increasing, just very, very slowly. So if I drop this down to 1, which is the slowest that it can be, interesting. That seems to be roughly where it's at. 17 megapascals, 15.7. It's not really moving up that much. So we're at 1 liter, right, for volume that we're pumping. And that seems to be somewhat keeping up with this. So I think the pump function in this is only 1 liter. Yeah, it's basically staying right around 69 moles in there. That pressure is almost where we want it to be. Little bar is filling up, so that's cool. Huh, interesting. Well, I mean, it's good to know that this thing does have a pumping ability, right? I think it's helped out by the volume pump itself. Like this will regulate faster, I think, but just by itself it does have a small pumping ability. So if I wanted to increase this and make it go a little bit faster to fill up that last little bit, I would probably want to increase this till we get a decent pressure in there. Okay, and then that is, yeah, bring that up fairly quicker. Good. Wait, why is there CO2 and O2 in there? What? Confusing. There's no CO2 or O2 in there, so why is there in here? Oh, that's going way high. We don't want to break it. And there we go, 17.5 megapascals. Good to go. All right, so I can bring this back down to 7,500 so we don't blow anything up. Confirm. And then we have, how much liters do we have in here? 120 liters in these two sections? No, oh, I think that's including the tank. No, that's 790 liters. Okay. How much capacity in the room? Okay, that doesn't give me anything. That doesn't give me anything. So I'm not sure how that's 120 liters in there, but I don't know. Mysteries. All right, but I've got this thing set up now, so we are going to take it, disconnect it, and then pull it through over here, drop it down, grab it through. All right, good to go. So if you ever can't fit it through something, just do the little thing I just did, make it teleport, and then you'll not have any issues. Okay, so now we get to take this thing and bring it over to here. And then we have to jump up onto here and put it onto this tank connector. If I can get it to stay on there. Right there. Stay. Good. Okay. So now we tell this to connect. Good to go. Now immediately that filled up this little bit here with some amount of pressure, and apparently it's condensing as well. That's no good. Oh, the stress is going up. Imagine that. That's no good. Okay. So now I have to flip this thing on. We'll do that, and we'll blow all of that air into here. And then with these, once the room gets up to a certain amount, it should be increasing fairly quickly. Okay, our liquid pollutants are very low. It's mostly nitrogen in here, which is good. Okay, so we are still pressurizing. Okay, liquid pollutants are no longer a thing. Good. Okay, we're at 98 kilopascals in here. 99. Those should be kicking on. We're at 100 kilopascals in there. I'm going to start blowing out the windows before too long. Did I turn those off? I don't think I turned those off. No, they're doing their thing. Okay, and that is fairly nearly empty. Okay. Are we damaging any of the windows? No? Okay. We're at 106 kilopascals in there. This is gaining. Okay, good. So this little thing here is doing its job. Just not as quite as quickly as the active vent could keep up. Does make me worry a little bit though. And this is set at 90. Okay, and then this is set at 85. Okay. So this thing should be in full swing, and then this thing should be stopped. Because the output inside of here is higher than this thing can regulate to, so that shouldn't be sending through anything at the moment. And then the rest of this is going into here to be stored as just extra, storage. So I think that has worked. We just got to give it a second. Just want to make sure I'm not breaking any of the windows. It doesn't look like it. Okay. Okay, pressure in there is at 105. I think that's good, right? Okay, good. Pressure is dropping. Okay, and then also with all the pressure that we have in there now, putting this thing on should do us some amount of good. And then as far as shielding this thing from the sun, what I was thinking what I could do is extend this outwards. Maybe do some more solar, but I just realized that this is too tall for that. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do there. That can handle 200 liters. Yeah, we definitely need more liquid in there. So how do we turn nitrous oxide into liquid? Reactive gas will knock players out, acts as an oxidizer for combustion, and allows volatiles to burn significantly hotter, faster, and at a lower auto ignition temperature. It can be produced at an It can be produced in an energy-intensive process inside of a nitrolyzer. Okay, so we can make this stuff, basically. Okay. So here we're solid, right? So temperature has to be above 248? Or do we go up here and look at this one and say 255? And the pressure has to be... Well, has to be under a megapascal, but over 800 pascals. Okay. So if I can get the pressure in here to reach what I want it to reach, and then let me get this thing back again. Okay, we're at 102 kilopascals in there. Okay, good. Storing the extra in there, also good. All right. So now I just have to figure out how to get that thing to work. Okay, so this, I think, is probably a terrible idea to have in there because that'll take whatever's in here and pump it directly into the room, which I don't want to do because I just cleaned out the room. But even with me just cleaning out the room, we still have a little bit of pollutant and nitrous oxide in there, along with some CO2 and O2. So I'm not super happy about that. Okay, and then we can turn off this active vent, because that no longer needs to be there. Or be on anyways, so that should be good. Alright. So we are at 96 kilopascals in here, good. And then, yeah, I just kind of want to take all this out. And I just feel like that's just a bad thing to have in here. And we'll take these out as well. Of course, those need hand drills. Okay, so those valves can be there. Good. All right, and that I can just keep there. It's fine. Okay, so what kind of pressure do we have inside that pipe right now? 1 megapascal. Okay, and then what was the 800 pascals to 2 pascals? Oh, wait, did I read that wrong? No, okay, so it has to be under 2 megapascals, otherwise it goes into gas mode. Okay, so I think what I need to do is add in a large tank here. And then what is 431 kelvins in, oh, 158 degrees C, okay. Okay, so max liquid temperature, so we need to keep it under 158 degrees C in here. We need to also keep it under 2 megapascals. And then, so this will start to condense at -21, and it will remain liquid from -21 all the way to 431 K, so long as the pressure is over 800 kilopascals and under 2 megapascals. Okay. So, we need a way to increase our volume. Because with higher volume, we can have lower pressure, which is what we need. So I'm going to see about getting a tank in there. Probably it doesn't need to be. It probably doesn't need to be an insulated one, but it does need to be a liquid tank. Insulated liquid tank. I just want just a regular old liquid tank. There it is. Okay. Staring at me right in the face, man. Okay, okay, I'll get something to drink. Calm down. Alright. Open, drink. Looks like we're recharging. That's good. And we'll eat something. There we go. It's at 100%. Good to go. Alright. There we go. Alright, now that should have my tank. Good. In there. Okay. So we have that, good. And then all of this stuff can get stored. So we have that, that can go there, and vent over there, and we'll need some of these. Okay. Well, actually, I probably won't, because I can just utilize the pipes that were there already. But whatever, it's fine. Yeah, so I can quite literally put the tank in here. That is huge. Why is that so huge? Is it supposed to be that big? Okay, so I guess I'll put it over here then. Okay, so we'll put that there. And then I can get rid of this. And That can go there, and then this can go there. Okay, now with that, that should drop the pressure down a lot. So, yeah, so you can see it's all turning into gas now, and that's because our pressure is dropping below the 800 kilopascals that we need. So, now we got to figure out how much nitrous oxide to pump in here via this to get that up above where it needs to be. And as long as we can get it over 800 kilopascals of pressure, it should start turning back into a liquid. And then once it turns into a liquid, the pressure is going to drop even more, so we probably need a lot more than I think we need. All right, so let me see what we've got over here in the nitrogen area. And I'll probably need to build up another one of these little things. Okay, so that needs to come off of here and go back there, right? Yes. I don't have anything going on there. No, okay, good. I did leave that open. Okay, so then you can turn off. Should I see if that thing will explode if I put this thing back in there? Actually, hold on. Let me empty this first before I do that. So needy. Okay, do I need this on here right now? I don't think I do. I need to put like a valve in here. That way it doesn't try to fill up this thing and then it has a much higher volume to try to pull from. I think it probably doesn't matter that much, but it is a little slower. You know what? I'm going to set you down very nicely right there. Okay, so we're at 7 pascals. That's fine. Okay, now we'll just empty this thing out real quick. Yeah, it's much slower to pull out, but that's because it's got a larger volume. So immediately this spreads out into all volumes, or into all of these pipes. And this has to try to pull from more pipes. So I think that's why it's slower. Definitely need a valve. All right, but that's good enough. Okay, so now that that's here, we can put that back in there. And of course that's gonna fill up with stuff too, so we'll just leave that on. Okay, so now here's the part where this could explode. Here we go. Or should I use this because it's got more? Yeah, I should probably. That would be smarter to do it that way. Let's use this, which has more pressure ability. And we'll see if we can soak up everything that's in there. Yeah, that would have blown the canister. It's at 11,416 kilopascals immediately. Okay. Yeah, that would have blown up. So probably a good idea that I did it this way. All right, so now that that is pulling all of that out, let's get this the rest of the way down. Okay, and that I think is safe for this now. There we go. Okay. So that was terrifying. That could have exploded, and if that exploded, it would have broken the window probably, and then everything, all the air in here would have vented out. I mean, not that that would have been a terrible thing, but I mean, maybe a little bit. Okay, so now I need more insulated pipe. And then the only thing that I'm worried about with nitrous oxide is the freezing point is at -21. So if it drops below -21 in there, it's going to start freezing in the pipes, which could be bad. Nitrogen. Let's see what this is. That is, oh, hold on. So this will freeze at -233 degrees. Okay, so that's definitely better. But the problem is it doesn't stay liquid. Yeah, like as soon as you hit -83, like then it goes back into gas. So can't really do anything with that. Okay, what other? I mean, we have water, obviously, but this one is not going to work, right? Because that will only allow us to get down to 0 degrees and it'll freeze 100, right? So that's not going to work either. Carbon dioxide. Let's see what that is. Okay, so this will freeze at -55. Okay, but it turns into a gas at -8, so that's not going to work either. Let's try pollutant. See what this is. Okay, so that will freeze at -99 and it will stay liquid until we hit. That's actually not bad. Huh. So if the temperature gets above 152, it'll start boiling at this pressure, of course. But yeah, so it'll start freezing at -90. So maybe pollutant would be the best refrigerant. I mean, you guys have said that multiple times, but based off of what I'm looking at here, now that I actually understand what I'm looking at. And then oxygen is probably not anything that I could use here. So yeah, so it'll freeze at -217, but it'll turn into a gas at 183. Yeah, so that's definitely not going to work. So, okay, so oxygen is not going to work. Let's see, it was nitrogen, carbon dioxide. So nitrous oxide is actually decent for what I'm trying to do, but I wonder if pollutant would be better. But then I think we need a lot higher pressure though. Yeah, we need almost 2 megapascals, and it'll only stay liquid between 2 and 6 megapascals. Okay, now this is -21 to 158. I think I actually like this better for this particular application. And then once we go past 2 megapascals, it'll start turning into a gas. Okay, so we just got to keep it in this little sweet spot between here and here. Okay. What did I need to do? I needed one of these things, pipe utility gas. I need some of these things. This can go here, that can stay, that can go. I'm gonna need a regulator. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make another regulator. Okay. Regulator, good. Make one of those, and then I'm also going to need some insulated pipe. We'll make a bunch of that. Thank you. All right, so while we're waiting for that to print off a decent amount, let's see where we're at here. We're at well over 2,000, and our pile has gotten a lot smaller, so that's good. So we will turn this off. And then I'll turn this on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, yeah. It did a dark green instead of a light green. I'm like, wait a minute. That's not right. And that's already open. Good to go. All right. So that should be done by now. All right. So we will empty that out. Check to see what we got. Okay, that's still working on the first stack. And then this is just dumping everything out, getting sorted right away. Good to go. It's raining. Rocks from the sky. Looks like we're going through all of the copper right now. There's the iron. Dropping some gold too, that's good. And so we got at least 150 gold out of that. We have just a ridiculous amount of iron piling up in here now. I like this. I like this setup. I mean, I wish I could stack it, you know, especially with the what are those things called? With those things. Yeah, so if you do use the code in there, that should be on the workshop. Whenever you have to reset this, just take it out and put it back in, and that should reset whatever's in there. And then it should start up with no issues after that. But yeah, so that's cool. Alright, so now that all of that is sorted, I'm gonna have to make more tanks for all of that stuff. That'll be another thing that I have to do. Whoa, hey, I appreciate your enthusiasm. Thank you. I think that will be enough. Okay, so power. Alright, so I think I have everything I need to get this thing going. Alright, and then I make this kind of like that. Okay, reg comes after the turn. Good. Alright. Now, unfortunately, this whole thing is going to be changed. Actually, you know what I could do? We'll put that down here. We're just going to paint everything for free because that's what we like to do. So now we have 13 green pipes. Okay, so that will go there. Then we'll put in the corner over there. Good. Okay, so that has to turn here. And then we need that. We'll make this a T. And then a curve. Perfect. Okay. So there's that, and then we put the voltage reg here. And then I think I want to use that large tank there. I may have to make one and then paint it green though. Okay, and then this can go over there. There's a lot of fiddly stuff in this episode, but we are making progress. Okay, so there's that, and then I have to take this thing. Let me put this back first, though. All right, and then that goes here like that. Good. Okay. So let me make another little Mark II tank, and then we'll use that to move the stuff over. Right, where am I? I don't know why I'm going this way. I need to go this way. Gas canister. I can't talk. Canister. Smart. All right, and then I'm gonna need some green paint. Do I have any green paint in here? Does not look like it. Okay. Thank you. All right. Do I have any kind of some iron in here? Do I have some left in here? I do not have any left in there. Okay. So what I think I want to do here is I'm just going to grab an iron out of there, cook it up real quick, and then I'm just going to leave that kind of in there permanently. I could do like 250, right? 1, 2, that can go there, 3, 4. Those things need to Okay, so that'll be 250 of the iron ore. Now, I mean, I just got a whole bunch of new stuff in here, right? So why does it all show that it's like broken? I don't understand. And also, gold? Yeah, why is that broken too? So, if it's up in there, is that not protected during a storm? Because that would be like super awkward. I mean, I could just enclose the entire room, and that should, you know, fix any issues with the storm. Apparently my air tank is low. Okay, let me get that fixed real quick. Air. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay. All right. Oh no. A storm right now? Really? Right now? No, my tank! My tank, where did my tank go? No! There it is. Oh. Okay, so a lot of the ores that I had in there were broken. So if I'm watching the ores again, so all of these ones, I mean, some of these are damaged, some of them are not. But I'm wondering, okay, doesn't appear like that's taking any damage. But these ones, are any of these going to take damage? Okay, so remember how big this pile was. Looks like we've got about 15, maybe 12 to 15 stacks in there. See how that looks. And then this stuff, probably got about 25 in here. And this one we're probably at 5, I don't know. But like, look at this, like all of it is like broken. Why? I don't understand that. I'm trying to see if this thing will like drop at all. Just from the storm being here. So it's just at the beginning of the 5 in the stack of 50 ore. So if, yeah, so we'll watch this particular ore because I can look at this one really, really easily. And we'll see if that drops at all. And then that should all be fine. But it shouldn't be taking damage. That's kind of like my only thing, right? Like, and this, is that taking any damage? That is not taking any damage. Okay. And the gold, that's already damaged, but I don't know why. And then, like I said, I mean, what I could do in here is just enclose this entire thing. Just make the whole thing like its own building. I'd have to finish off all of this, but that would completely secure it from the storm. And I have to go up there and enclose that stuff up there as well. But if I'm going to do that, I have to extend this out another 2 blocks, so I can put another couple of tanks in here. Or another row of tanks for all of this stuff. Okay, so let's take a look at that thing over and see where it's at. Okay, no, so it's still at the beginning of the 5. So it does not appear that it is taking damage, but my question is, why did it take damage in the first place? I don't know the answer to that. The storm should be just about over, I think. Yeah, and like all of this is damaged too. Like what? Why? Why? I mean, it's sealed. I mean, unless being inside of, you know, this stuff does not protect it, but I would think that that would protect it. It's not like you're going to get sand in there, right? Now, the only thing I can think of is maybe the one that's kind of hanging down right there. Maybe that one's taking damage, but it doesn't seem like it. Okay, that's still not taking any more damage than it had before. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why everything is taking damage. But I don't know. It's whatever. I'll just enclose this thing and make it just one big room or something. It'll be fine. Alright, so let's go over here. And then we need to get this thing up and running, right? Oh, that's been inputting this entire... Oh, crap. That's... Whoops. This is gonna blow up. 8.32 megapascals in there is gonna blow up. That's too much. That's all just straight up fuel in there. It's way, way too much. Because I mean, like, if we look at this, like 1 megapascals was enough to get it up to 20. Like 1 megapascal of fuel was enough to get it up to 20 megapascals of pressure. So, yeah, this right here will get it up, what, 5 times that? No, 20 times that. Yeah, that's no good. Of course, I'm dumping pure fuel into our exhaust tank, so that's probably not helping anything either. But right now, they'll be probably up around 80. This will get it around, once we hit 3 megapascals, that'll get us around 60. But then again, it also depends on what we had when we started, but we pumped in a lot of fuel. Okay, let's light. Please don't blow up. Okay. I think we're okay. Now, I'm certainly not going to take that iron out of here. Okay, so it looks like that didn't do too much for the pressure. Okay, so that's good. I'm good with that. Alright, and then having all of the fuel dumped into here should have caused this thing to light up, which maybe increased the temperature in there? No, not really. I mean, it's burning, but I don't know. It is what it is, I suppose. Alright. I still need to drink something. Storm, are you done yet? Like, what are you doing? Just being annoying. Alright, well, whatever. The iron's done. I just need to take it out and throw it in there. Let's see, open and drink. Good. And eat. Alright. That's at 100%. Good to go. Okay. Alright, good to go. Storm is now over, which means I can now get my iron out. Good. And then I need to make some green paint. Right. Then we need to take this thing out, set it down, and then paint it. Good. And that can come with us. Good. Alright, so you can go into here. And then you can be set to, what do you say, 17,500? Is that going to be too much? That might be too much. Nah, it'll be fine. We'll have that set. Okay, so that's good there. And then we will get this over there and then paint that. That's already painted, good to go. All right, so green paint, done. So this should hopefully get there sooner or later. And I don't know how much nitrous oxide we have in here. Hopefully not enough. Definitely not enough. So we need to throw in even more nitrice into our little system here. And that is all the way emptied, good. Okay, so do I have any left in here? I do not. I put in all of my nitrice. Okay. Right, I want to check that little piece of iron over there and see if that took any additional damage. And then we'll let that kind of chill in there for a little while. All right. Yeah, let's check the iron first. Okay, so that is still there and still at the same amount of damage. Okay, so it's not taking additional damage, so that's good. So it thinks, I think I'm safe, it's just I don't know why they're taking damage in the first place. It's just weird. Okay, and this is up and running, and we are definitely running out of that. So that means that our centrifuge is running faster than these 3 drills can produce, which is, I'm actually okay with that. Let's see, let's replace this for now. Okay, so we have plenty of iron left in there for paint and stuff, and then I've got my other normal stack of iron for all of the other things. Okay, so I could start painting the liquid, right? Because I mean, it's just going to be nitrous oxide in there, right? So if I just kind of keep all of this green, that will remind me not to put anything other than nitrous oxide in here. Should we paint that? Sure. There we go. Now it's green. And now we are out of paint. Of course, I just probably pumped in a whole bunch of pollutants in here. That's fine. I'm not going to be breathing in here anyways, so it'll be fine. Let's see, we're at 58 minutes in the video. Put this in the cruncher. Oh, cruncher's already got something in there. Put another cruncher in there. Good to go. Get our little piece of alloy out of there. That can go, where did I put that? Oh, we'll just put it up there, it's fine. Okay, so do I want more green paint? I mean, I should probably have like a locker storage up there for paint. Locker. I'm not going to be able to make it though, right? Because all the iron is in here. That does make sense. All right. Okay, so all of that can kind of stay in there, and then you're fine. Take that out, get that out. That will stay with me. That can go back into there. And we will call that good. All right. So this is just going to be storage for our paint. I feel like we do a short locker, but that has to be on the wall. Hang on, cut a sneeze. Man, sneezing a lot, don't know why. Okay, so short corner locker. I could put this like over here or do like a Wait. I can put this right there? Really? That's kind of interesting. Can I, like, rotate it? No, that's got to go, like, right there. What would that look like if I built it? That is weird. I mean, it's a good place for paint, though, right? Wait, where did I put the paint? I got rid of the paint. Okay. I mean, that's interesting, but not so interesting that I actually want to keep it. But, okay, so if I wanted to do this, we can do like a small locker over here, or like over here, or back here. I think I like back here. Gives us a few little places here where we can stick some paints and stuff. And I can put like another one not right there. I don't know. It's fine. But yeah, temporary storage for paints can be right there. Okay, so yeah, so the next probably big thing that I have to do is to push that out another 2 blocks all the way down, and then build a whole another set of these things, and then get this thing all hooked up, and then have this, instead of going forward and down, it'll go back and across, and it'll end kind of over there somewhere. And then we'll just have all the tanks for all of this stuff as well. And then if I really need to, I can just enclose this whole thing in a room. Which shouldn't be too difficult, right? That's doing its thing, running low on that stuff, so that's good. I think we're actually in a fairly good place right now. We're still not up to the point to where we can use this room yet, but we are getting closer. So we're filling that up with, oh no. What happened there? Why did it break? Because it turned into liquid inside the pipe, that's why. Dang it. Okay, so we probably have a lot of nitrous oxide in here. Yeah, it's probably venting all of the nitrous oxide. Condensation is happening inside this pipe. Well, I don't want it to happen inside this pipe. Because as soon as it hits over 800 pascals, or 800 kilopascals, it starts to condense, because that is what we saw. Yeah, that thing's about to break too. Okay, so that's gonna have to be something else that I need to fix, and then also we just dumped all of that nitrous oxide into the room, so that's cool. Okay, so this stuff does not like to be pressurized, and as soon as you do try to pressurize it, it turns into a liquid. So what I'm thinking is, instead of putting it in here like this, and it's at 1000 kPa that it started. Okay. We do one of these things, and then we pressurize the nitrous oxide until it becomes a liquid, and then the liquid will force itself into the tank. I think that's what we do. Okay. But that'll be a thing for the next episode. For now, that's all I got. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you did, hope you'll join me for the next one. But until then, have a good one.